Hello, good evening or morning, everyone. I'm Faris Alghamdi, member one in Blue Team. Today, inshallah, we discuss about two important things for our life. It's development approach and MS project or Microsoft project. This two things is important for our life uh, to make a professional project or make the plan for a professional project. And let's present my teammate Sameer Almarghalani and Yazeed. Let's go to next slide. And this is our agenda. We will talk today MS project and development approach. Now next slide. And this MS project, I will explain this MS project in detail and more information about in the application, inshallah. Okay, let's see now. This is the application. Okay, first, let's talk about what is Microsoft Project. Microsoft Project is a project management software program designed to assist project manager in. This Microsoft Project is a project management software program to make a plan what is your project professional. This divided by many things. First, developing a plan, assessing resources to tasks, tracking progress, analysis about your work, and many things. In this program, I think it's important program if you do a professional project. It's very, very important. As you see, before this start this program about any application, you start a new project and go to blank project, and you open this blank project. You will see about this page in your front face. Okay, as you see, we have here file and task and resources, and here report, and here project, and here view, and here if you need some help, you will get feedback. And this format what would do about your color, gent chart style format, what you do in this blank, every blank here. And this MS project interface about many things, okay, and divided about many things. First, this the green one. The green one is toolbar ribbon. Its name or power ribbon. This green things. And this about Gantt chart and pay and pace and color here. This two things. Its name about ribbon. This name about ribbon. Okay. And here the third divided here. It's a main screen component. This a main screen component about we have here task mode, task name, direction, start, finish, and here we have a gentle chart, as you see, and in your face. Okay, let's go. If you go to file, sorry, not file. If you go to project, you'll see here project information, custom file and link between project and WBS, and change working time and calculate project and move project and update project and spelling. If we click about project information, here we'll see the project information about our project or your project. You can here put a start date if you do your project, what date you started, and here finish date, what date you finish. And here you can put a schedule about your schedule about what you start and what you finish, and more details about current date, society date, and here calendar, as you see here. We are finished about project information. Let's go about now about change working time. Here you can please wait. Yes, here you can change about your time. Maybe February, you can put any history you want. Here you can put the name. You can put what to start and what to finish. Uh, this sitting about working days and time. As you see here, February 13, 2021 is not working because we don't put here in project information what start day and what we are finished. Okay, and now let's go to if we here again changing the changing the working time. If we can put here 24 hours if you need, and if you need also what you standard you need in your project, and what we need about anything you want about your time. Okay, and here you want to create a new calendar. It's up to you. This project is very very nice to your project. You can make any plan, any date, any what your mind in this project, inshallah. Okay, uh, and now let's talk about mainstream component. As you see here, this divided about two things. I think it's very clear to you. First, task separate head. This called task separate. Sorry, task separate sheet. This called task separate sheet. Let's talk about task separate sheet. We have here in task separate sheet. We have task mode. What mode would you'll be, and task name. What name your task? Maybe you may name this F. Any name you put it. Any name. And this about your the direction you know you want. Maybe day one, day zero, anything. It's about the day two, day four, day six, day anything. And this what you will start in this task. Maybe you took this task start at 5 days and you finish about 10. Okay, this uh, the task when you put it. Okay, this about the task spreadsheet here, and this the Gantt chart. This is the Gantt chart. I think it's very important. You see our plan, what you will start, and this the task one. You will start about on 2 days, maybe, or on Monday or on Wednesday, and subtasks you start about this day. And Samir will explain this in Gantt chart in detail, inshallah. But I explain you in general. And here in Gantt chart we have a days. This days here Friday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, and this is the history up here. You see, and in the MS project, we you can put here maybe about your task and put here subtasks. Maybe, for example, about one you will put about your tasks, project presentation. Here about your tasks, about uh, the important task you will do, and then down you have a subtask. Maybe in this you put this I will do the project charter, and this you will do as stakeholder. This subtask, and maybe you put here 5 days, and this 5 days, and the total 10 days. You finish this task about 10 days. 5 days about project charter, and 5 days about stakeholder. And see here in Gantt chart what the detail you will through it, what the plan you will through it, what you will see in more in this 10 days, what we will do in this 10 days. My recommend to our engineer to use this project. I think it's very important for our life and very important for professional project. What we will do, and this is what I present to you about the phase in this project, about the what divided here, tasks, separate sheets, and here is the chart. I will explain about this. Divided about the green one, turnover, and this ribbon, and I think it's enough to explain to you about the phase in this program and what is MS project and why it's important for engineer. And now let's go to my friend Sameer to explain in details about Genchart and what we do.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, my friend Faris. My name is Sameer Abdulaziz and from Blue Team. Okay, my friend Faris said, I will talk about our project in MS. Okay, and I will put all the tasks that we will have in our project, which is the snake blocker in the MS project. But before I start, here and when you open the program, you'll see here this dashboard. Okay, you will have all the templates, and over here also the templates that is available from the project, and here the information about your project. But because we didn't start yet, there's no information about it. And I want to go to the option here downstairs. Okay, so wait a second. Okay, here in the option button or option choice, okay, you will see that you have many parts in this option. Okay, for example, if we go to the schedule, we can change the week start date when the week start. For example, here in Saudi Arabia, we are starting our week start in Sunday. For example, if we go to the US, their week start on Monday. So it's very important to change the this schedule timing. Okay, and for OS for the project, your project or the worker or the employees there in the project, when they are starting at what time. For me and for our team, we are starting at 8 a.m. in the morning until the 11 a.m. in the morning. Okay, and hour per day, that means the overall hours that you are working in your day. For example, now we are working from 8 to 11, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 hours in a day. So we will reduce it to 4 hours in a day. Then we will have the hours per week. So we will multiply the 4 with 7. So we will get how much? 24, right? or 28, 28, sorry.
28.
28. We don't have here the choice that 28, so we will
Can
write it by ourselves, okay? And there's many other options that you can control your schedule according with, okay? Now let's go to our blank project here. Yes, as my friend Faris said, this is the toolbars over here, okay? And we will, inshallah, we will use it in our project, okay? Now, after I finished from the information of the project and the options, now I want to start to entering our task. The task that we will apply here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tasks, okay? The first task was the initiation process and the planning process and executing process, monitoring and controlling process and closing group. Okay, we have 5 tasks that called in the program summary task. Okay, so we will enter first our project name, which is the snake blocker. Snake blocker, right? Okay. Snake blocker. Okay, this is our project name. So he will be in the first cell. Next, we will apply our next summary task, which is the initiation process. We will write here the initiation process. And under the initiation process, we have 2 subtasks, which are the develop project charter and identify stakeholders. Okay, develop project charter. Okay, and the next we have the identify stakeholders. Identify stakeholders. Okay. After we finish from the summary task for the first one and applying the second and the third subtask, we are going to the next group, which is the planning process. We will write here planning process. Okay, and under the planning process, we have many tasks. The first one, the develop project management
man.
plan. Okay. Next, we have a plan scope management. Plan scope management. And also we have collect requirements. Collect requirements. And also we have define scope. Create the next task, which is create WPS, which is the work breakdown structure. Let's write it in capital letter. Create WPS plan schedule management. Then we have define activities. Define. Next, we have estimate activity durations. Estimate activities duration. Next, we have develop schedule. Then we have plan cost management and cost management. It's many. There's many tasks, but sorry for that. Estimate cost. Okay. Next task, which is estimate cost. Then we have determine budget. Determine budget. Plan quality management is the next task. Plan quality management. Plan quality management. Then we have plan resource management. Sorry. If you double click in the cell, you can rename the project, the task, sorry. Plan resource plan resource management. Okay. See, change here. Next, we will leave the other task and we will go to the other summary task, which is the executing process. Executing process. And under executing process, we have the subtask, which is the direct manage project work. Direct manage and manage control project work. And the next we have manage project knowledge. Project knowledge. And we have also manage quality. And we will go to the also there's many tasks and executing process, and we will go to the other summary task, which is the monitoring and control process. Monitoring monitoring and controlling process. And under the monitoring and controlling process, we have monitor and control project work. Monitor and control project work. And also we have validate scope. And the next we have control scope. And the next we have control schedule. Let's make us some space here. Okay. Control cost. Next, we have control quality, and we will go to the last summary task, control quality. Control quality. The next summary task is the closing process. Closing process. And including the close project or the phase. Or phase. Okay, after we're done from entering our all tasks, okay, now we are going to divide it to show the summary task and the subtask. Okay, so here, as I said, our project name. Okay, the first one here we have the summary task, and under the summary task there is many subtasks. So we will highlight the summary subtask, which is the develop project charter and identify stakeholders, and we will go here to the indicate task. This option we will shift the subtask like this. Okay? As you see here. Oh, sorry, we didn't define our project name in the program. So first we will define our project. So we will go all of these tasks under our project. As you see here, the main task is our project, Snake Blocker. Then we have the summary task, which is the initiation process. And under the initiation process, we have two subtasks, which is the develop project chart, identify stakeholders. If you see this arrow, if you click on it, you will the two subtasks will disappear, right? So let's continue. The next summary task, which is the planning process. After the planning process until the executing, before the executing, actually. Okay. Planning process after until before the executing. Where did it go? Okay. This all are subtasks under the planning process. Okay. And for the summary task for executing process. Okay. We have until control the control quality. Okay, until here we'll go to the indicate task. Okay, and after the closing process there should be here subtask. Let's write it again. Close project or dates. After the closing process, we have only subtask, which is the closing project or subphase. We'll go like this. Now, after we define the summary task and the subtask, we can go to the orientation for the project. So for the develop the project charter, we think that actually we did it and took from us maybe around 2 days, right, guys? 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 days. 2 days. So we will enter to D. That means days. Or if you did the develop project charter for 2 weeks, write W. That means you have 2 weeks, and he will already calculating all the days, right? But here we have only 2 days, so
2 days.
we will write 2 days, right? Right. For identifying stakeholders, also take from us how many days?
Also 2.
2 days. 2 days. Okay. 2D. Okay. Now let's continue for the next, which is the project develop project. This is still we didn't work on it. Okay, so we will give it 1 day. Okay.
The example.
Yeah. For example,
Yeah.
and plan scope management also half a day. Half a day. And collector one. All these the duration days is for example. Okay.
Yeah.
Collect requirement say 3 days, and define scope 1 day. Create a WBS. I think that it will take more time, so I will give him 4 days. Plan schedule management, I think 2 days also. Define activities. It will be, let's say 1 day. Estimate activity also 1 day. Develop schedule. Developing, I think it's taking too much time, so I will give him 2 days. Plan cost management for the project, I think it's also take time, so 5 days. Estimate cost around 3 days. Determine budget 2 days. Plan quality management 4 days. Plan resource management maybe 1 day. And we will go to the direct. See here, direct direct and manage project maybe 2 days. Okay, manage project knowledge, I think maybe 1 day. Manage quality 3 days. Recruiting and controlling maybe 4 days. Monitor and control project 3 days. Validate scope 2 day. Control scope 1 day. Control schedule half a day. Control cost 3 days. Control quality 2 day. And for the project closing, it's all, I think only the closing will be meeting with all the stakeholders in the project. So I will give him 0 date. Okay, because it will be in the same date, so it will not taking too much. Okay. Okay, as you see here in the right section from the screen, you have all the agenda chart. Okay, this is called agenda chart. Let's go to view and see the entire project. See here, from the left, it will start the project, which is in 13 February. Okay, and we can change the date of the project as my friend Faris said. We will go to the project. We have actually many options to move our project. For example, from changing the working time and moving the project, we can also apply from here. The new project start date, we can go, for example, this, okay? Maybe, let's say in March, 24th of March, okay? We apply it. So, as you see here, now all the projects shifted to the 24th of March. Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about the 0 days. 0 days in the MS project is defined with a um, symbol that have a unique symbol. Yes, unique symbol, which is the diamond. This, I think it's not. I don't know if you are seeing now this diamond here.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
this means the
yeah.
milestone for the 0 days. Okay. Next we have let's say next we have, yes, the relation between the tasks. Okay, if you have the task that is related to the another task, so okay, so you can go to the this option, link the selected task. Okay, so we have here the initiation process. This all tasks coming another after another one. Okay, so if you have the developing project charter, okay, and identify stakeholders, we can link it together. Okay, as you see here. So it will be the first one will start and finish. Then the second task will start after the first one finished. Okay. Uh, okay. After that, I want to change the task mode. Why? Because it will be more easier for us to use the automatic schedule rather than manual schedule. Okay, and it will be the Gantt chart more beautiful and easy to read. Okay, so we'll go here to auto. We'll change all of these to automatic schedule. Okay. While I'm moving this to automatic schedule, you will see the change already happened here. Okay. Okay. Still, we have 10 minutes. Okay. I will be more faster. I think I can select all of this. Okay. Yeah, it's more easier. You can select all of this and click on automatic schedule, and it will be shifted to the automatic schedule. Okay. So I want to talk about the producers. These producers, that mean if you have the same of the link task, but if you have task which is, for example, the direct and manage project, it's related to the, for example, the volume project. So you can link it, this task together by going to the direct manage project and click here, and you will see this arrow. Click it on it and go go up. You will see the develop project management plan, which is number 6. Click on it, and that's all. As you see here, the change from the volume project, it will be when it's finished. I can start on the this one, which is the direct and manage control. So you can link any task together as you see as you want. Okay. For the last thing, I want to go to the resources and go here and use the resource sheet. Okay, for the resource sheet here, you can write any stakeholders related to the project. For example, the BM, which is the project manager. Okay, the suppliers, the sponsor, the workers also. Anyone are related to the project, you can write it here. Okay, and also you can estimate the cost for him. As you see here, the cost is in dollar, I think, as you see here, per US. Okay. If you want to change it, you can go to the file, options, um, display, yes, currency. You can change it to the Real Saudi. Where is it? Yeah, over here. Yeah. Okay. so it will move change automatically. Okay, but because I didn't change from the beginning, it's still remaining in the US. So you should be careful about these things. Let's move. Let's back to the agenda chart. And what else we have? Yes, the baseline. Okay, for the baseline, that means how much did you finish from your project? Okay, for example, we finished the develop project charter. Okay, so we will go here to this option and click first on it and go for this option and click 100%. That means you finished already from your from this task. And we finished the identify stakeholders, so we will give it 100%. If it's still you didn't finish, for example, any task, okay, you want to see how much you finished, you can go here and click any percent that you want. Okay, 75 or 50 or 25, anything you want. The last thing I have here, which is the reports. From the dashboard, I can see the project overview here, how much I finished from the project, 7%, and you can see here also the chart of your project. And also you have where is the report? Yes, report, and you have more reports. Okay. Yes, for the resources, we can select also the resources, and we can see the chart for them because we didn't enter any resources. There is no information about them. I think now I finish my work here. I want to thank you all of you for your interesting, and I hope you are enjoyed. Thank you, and I will leave the mic for Mr. Yazeed. Thank you.
Thank you, my colleague Sameer, and thank you, Faris. The topic of MS project is a good to have an overview about it before we start the development approach. Now let's start with this topic. Development approach is a description of an approach used to develop the project, service, or result. It's like a way to work with it. There are four main methods. First is predictive, second is iterative, third is agile, fourth is hybrid. Let's go to the next slide. We need to know where is the position of development approach in the whole process in the project management. The development approach created and develop project management plan. It is an input to plan scope management, plan schedule management, plan risk management, direct and manage project work, manage project knowledge, monitor and control project work, and finally close project or phase. Many of these topics will go with us to updated in because the development approach is updated and because its development change through the time. It's an updated and direct and manage project work and second in the manage project knowledge, third in monitor and control project work, monitor risk, perform integrated change control. You can see that there are some topics that is repeated here from the input and the updated in. It is also part of project management plan additional and project life cycle. And this is an important point because many people think the development approach is the same project life cycle. It's a part of it, not the whole project life cycle. Next slide. Before we talk about the approaches, there are two types of approaches. The first is Big Bang. Big Bang integration testing is an approach in which all project components are combined at once and make a complicated system. This unity of different modules is then tested as an entity. According to this checking method, the integration process will not be executed until all components are completed. Such an approach helps to save the manager, the team time and effort while executing the project. To meet the desired goals and the result, engineers have to record probably that test cases and their outcomes. Otherwise, the whole integration testing process will be failed. There are some advantages for this type of approaches. First is that the whole system is tested, requires minor planning, consists of completed and checked modules. There's no demand for area and build fixing because it's one process. There is no feedback or testing again or going back. Suitable for small projects. However, there are some disadvantages for this way. First, it's hard to separate modules of when the defect or the mistake is detected because there is no going back. It's one process. It's one line type. It's ineffective for large projects. It's high risk it's high risk when the mistake occurs. You need to start from scratch again. A single mistake can influence all the project from beginning to the end. The other type is phased. Phased implementation is a method of system changeover from an exciting system to a new one that takes place in stages. Phased approach is to implementation allows the necessary time in the initial phases to gather first-hand information about the project, characteristic, personal, and cultural nuances, so that the delivered solution can be tolerated appropriately. Phased approach lets you and the team adjust the feature that need to be added next. You can put the most time, attention, and budget on the things that matter most. If the deliverer made a mistake in version 1, you have a chance to improve it. You have a chance to fix it. You have a chance to make a version 2 of the project. Because there is comeback, there is feedback in this type. Next. The first method is predictive methodology, or called also waterfall. The predictive methodology focuses on planning and analyzing the projected feature in depth and anticipated risk. Also known as the waterfall method. It's like, from the name, it's like a waterfall, like one line, which goes all the way with no stopping, no going back. This methodology relies on an early phase analysis and a detailed breakup of features and tasks for the entire development. For the development process in this traditional model, you have standard timelines to complete tasks and dependencies between tasks. This also determines the critical path of the project and a projected completion date. It becomes quite challenging to change the direction of the project if something goes wrong. This method is like building a house. If something goes, the key to success in the ground is the groundwork, because your concept is your foundation, and you have to stick to it. The team works on one section at a time, and once it has been completed, they move to the next one, and so on. Testing is only carried out once the product has been deployed. That's why your initial concept of the project, especially in this method, should be set in stone right in the beginning. Because once a phase is completed, there is no going back unless you want to start from scratch. As you can see in the picture, it's more like the MS project. There is task 1, task 2, you go to task 3, 4, 5. There's no coming back. There is no feedback. It's just a task until the finish. That testing is in the finish. If there is something wrong, you go back to the lunch again. Next slide. The advantage of using waterfall, first, everyone knows that what they are in for, because the project size and timeline and cost are determined from the get-go, from the beginning. Second, everything is documented in detail along the way. So if you're suddenly short a developer or shouldn't have an impact on it shouldn't have an impact on the project. Third, detailed documentation make it easier to improve your project if you plan to do so in the future. However, there are disadvantages of using waterfall. When the project complete a section, there is no going back. You are less flexible and able to adjust to change throughout, and it gets even more complex if clients are involved. You might even end up with prolonged deadlines and going over budget. Generally speaking, the classic waterfall approach is good when there is a clear and defined picture of the project. If it is not overly complex, and there is aren't too many stakeholders involved, and any data are should and any data are should know that they are in for. It's less flexible, and because they're not going back if a client change his mind in the middle of the project or want anything different than he said in the beginning, there is no going back unless we start from scratch. Next slide. The second method is an iterative method. Iterative planning is the process to adapt as the project unfolds by changing the plans. Plans are changed based on feedback from the monitoring process, changes in the project assumptions, risk, and change in scope, budget, or schedule. Once that completes the plans, they will own it. They will own it and will accept the schedule. Iteral model is used in following scenarios. When the requirements of the complete system are clearly defined and understood, the major requirements are defined, while some functionalist entities and the requested achievement involved with the process of the development process. What is the difference between instrumental and iterative development? Instrumental development slice work into small bite-sized pieces. These are called instruments. Iterative development is the process of repeating and refining a cycle way of working. Also, next slide. Adaptive project management, also known as agile methodology. Adaptive project management caters to focusing on adapting quickly and changing scope and project reality. As with the waterfall model, with this methodology, you still plan, schedule, identify key milestones and dependencies, but this model provides way more flexibility in the path to the end goal, which accommodates changing requirements along the way. Agile was developed as a result of the pitfalls of using waterfall. As opposed to waterfall, Agile, as the name suggests, is more an iterative approach. A project is divided into sprints or smaller chunks, and collaborative teams are divided into work on the sprints separately. At the end of the sprint, they come together to discuss their progress and to work out issues collaboratively. Testing is also carried out at the end of each sprint, rather than at the end of the project, to ensure bugs are fixed right away. The advantages of the agile method. First, you can adjust and iterate requirements along the way. Second, it's also quite easy to add or delete features as the project moves along. Third, bugs are caught and fixed early on. Fourth, clients can give input at the end of each sprint rather than wait until the project is finished, unlike the waterfall, as we said before. However, there are disadvantages for the agile method. This methodology requires a team that is fully committed to a collaborative approach and a skilled project manager. That is able to define and assign sprints correctly. Issues with either the team or the manager can doom a project. Agile is best used when clients and deliverables and stakeholders know that the scope of the project will change as it moves along, and when rapid production is critical. As it's also unlike the waterfall method. This method has been adopted by many industries other than software development or project management, especially when large projects are complex and can be partitioned out into chunks. Consider a professional copywriting company, for example, that provides large and complex products for its clients. So its clients, chapters, ebooks, white papers, etc. Sections, chapters, or tasks can be divided among research and writing teams that can work simultaneously, coming together regularly to report and discuss. That way, they can meet tight deadlines and ensure high quality. As you can see in the picture, after lunch, there are task 1 and task 2. When going to task 3, 4, there are coming back, there are feedback. We can go back again. We can discuss what we had. Then we go to task 6. There are also going back. There are feedback, unlike the waterfall. And when we finish, we had the feedback. We had the client. What the client wants. If the client changes his mind, we have flexibility to change what we had in the beginning, what we have listed in the beginning. Next slide. This slide shows the difference between the methods. The blue mean the task shaded is complete. We can see in the waterfall, it's just like its name, it's like a waterfall. It goes one way. It doesn't go back. There is no separated work. It's all together. And as we said, it is good for small project, or if we know that we are sure about the scope. Iterative, you can see that it is separated ABC, ABC, ABC. But however, it is also there is no feedback. The project finished at the final stages. It's a Big Bang type. The first two is a Big Bang type because, as we said, there's the project finished at the last stage. Unlike the phases. The phases that are instrumental, we can see that there is A, start and finish in the first. There is after finish, we have the A plus B, start and finish the same month. We can use the feedback, we can use the client requirements from A, and in A plus B plus C, we can use the client's requirements and the feedback from A, and from A plus B, and work it together. The agile, which much better in the field. There are A1, B1, C1. We can try different things in A and B and C. Start and finish in the same month. We get feedback. We get client's requirements. We try again in A1.2, B1.2, C1.2. Start and finish, we got feedback, we got clients requirements, anything we can use. We try again also A1.2, A123, B123, C123. Next slide. hybrid method. Without questions, agile development is rapidly becoming the preferred method of development. And yet the advantage of waterfall cannot be denied. Project managers face the decision to go with one or other and tend not to be completely satisfied with either. This is where a hybrid model comes into play. The goal of a hybrid method is to be able to both define the requirements upfront, planning, budgeting, etc., as with a waterfall approach, and then to move into an agile approach when it comes to design, development, and testing. Hybrid is from its name, combines the best of agile and waterfall and makes them work together. The advantages and disadvantages that come with this method remain the same. We use the waterfall in the beginning, which is an advantage in the waterfall with planning requirements. And when we go to the design, evaluate, develop, and implement, we see that we saw in the beginning that agile have the most benefit in this stage. So we use the agile in the design, development, evaluate, implement. We had maximum benefits from both methods. Next slide. Which method to choose? There is no method that we can say it's the perfect method. It depends on the project, depends on your what you have to do. It depends on the clients, the time. It depends on the experience you get and your team have. However, we can talk in general about it. If you have clear picture, scope, and latest stakeholders influence, waterfall is the way to go, because you don't need to go back, you don't need feedback, you have a clear picture, so there is no defects will appear. Little stakeholders, so there no clients requirements will not change. Scope, so you don't clear scope, so you don't need mostly you won't need feedback. If you don't want to set anything in stone in the beginning, if you don't have a clear picture, you don't have a clear scope, things will change in the future. Maybe the market will change, the client's requirements will change. Agile ensures you can switch up to any time. You can switch the requirements. You will get feedback that will help you. If you want best of both worlds, hybrid is the method you're gonna use. But to put it simply, there is no option that fits all, especially when it comes to your skill set. So you know your options. Be prepared for projects. Set the time frame and ask yourself questions such like what is the context of the project? Is it set in stone or rather foggy, rather not clear? You need to have to make sure that if you have a clear image picture or not, you need to make sure the stakeholders will change anything in future or not. Do you have the skills you need or not? Will external stakeholders have an impact? Do you have the skill set in your team? What's the team frame? These questions will give you can say mostly a clear picture about what method is suitable for you. As a result for that, you can choose between the different methods. So there are 4 methods: predictive, iterative, agile, hybrid. Predictive is mostly is a one-line project. You need to have a clear picture from the beginning. No stakeholders will impact on the project. No client requirements will change. And unlike the agile, and because the waterfall advantage, there is the agile. If you don't have the clear picture if clients requirement to change, if the stakeholders have a great impact in the project, then Agile is your way. And if you want a mix of two of it, there is the hybrid. The hybrid have the advantages of the waterfall and also the advantages of the Agile, with provide the going away from the disadvantages of the waterfall and the disadvantages of Agile. Next. Finally, I want to thank you for listening, and I thank my teammates for the good job in the MS project. We hope that we give you a clear picture about the topic and a great knowledge about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.